For this demonstration, I'm going to be teaching you how to, or demonstrating how to cast on. And casting on is basically getting your needles and yarn ready so you can begin knitting. So for this process, I'm actually going to turn the camera around, and so it looks how you would actually do it in your hands when you are casting on for yourself. This typically is done right-handed, and it can be done several different ways. If you are left-handed, it's going to be just a little bit different view, but I'm right-handed, so that's how I'm going to show you how to cast on. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll get started. So right here I have my two different needles. These are pretty medium-sized needles. I also have these green ones, which are a little bit smaller. You can kind of see there's a size difference there, but for this project we're going to use the purple ones. So we're going to begin by, and there's our yarn back here. This is just the color I found in my knitting stuff. So to begin, we're just going to take a decent amount of yarn, and we're just going to bring it across just like that. Make sure there's plenty, you want plenty of yarn in there.
Take the one that comes from your book.
We want plenty of yarn there to work with, because that'll actually determine kind of how big we can make this. So in order to start, what we do is we take the yarn and we are gonna wrap it around our thumb, and we're gonna wrap it around our index finger, and then we're gonna pull them together, kind of like this. So this is how it's actually gonna look in your hand. And then you're going to insert your needle here, and you're going to pull backwards towards you, and you're going to go under here, and then under the other one, and then back through, and then it'll develop two on there. I'm going to do this again just because you probably didn't get it right away. So you're going to go under the yarn in the middle between your thumb and your index finger. Put your thumb on there, that always helps. Pull back just a little bit, take your needle, and you're going to go over to the one on by your thumb, go under it, and then you're going to go over to the one by your index finger, and then you're going to go under that one, pull up, and then go back go between the one on your thumb, and then you're going to pull up, and then you have your two there. Oops, sorry. So then you have your two there. So then to continue this, now you see there's not one in the middle between your fingers. That's how it should look right now. You shouldn't be doing the same thing again. But this is how it should look. So in order to continue or add more to these two right here, you're going to go under the thumb one, and then over, and then go back to that. Now we've got three there, as you can see, not just two. Go back, go under the one on your thumb, under the one on your index finger, and pull in between the one on your thumb and tighten it. Now when you're doing this, you want to make sure they're not too tight, but you want to make sure they are tight enough so that it doesn't look super loose when you get done. I usually just, at least I was told by my former teacher, the person who taught me to knit, to put them pretty loose. I usually just leave them kind of how it is, and it still turns out good, but we'll just continue going. And then, yeah, this is how you cast on to start knitting. You just kind of keep doing that until you kind of get an appropriate length. When you're casting on, a common question that is asked is the number you cast on or knit, is that going to be the same number when you go back in the row? And the answer is yes. You should always have, I don't know the exact terminology for it, which I should probably learn because I'll be teaching this in the future, just in crafts classes, but the actual number of loops you actually keep on your needle is the same number you'll keep throughout your entire project. If you gain some, it means that the project itself is going to get longer. If you lose some, it means the project itself is going to become shorter. But as you see, I'm just continuing to cast on. I got about at least 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 12. A good size for a cloth would be about 30. So I'll just go up to 30. But yeah, once you get good at this, you can go super fast. I'm not even that good at it. I haven't knit in about 2 months now, so it's you kind of lose track of the overall mechanics of it. Plus, it's hard doing it with a camera like this, so I'm very sorry for viewers looking at how to do this right now. However, it should still be reasonably useful, especially for the point of this project. But yeah, so then I've got, I almost got about 20, but yeah, this is how you cast on. This is what it should look like. Let's say if I was doing a cloth that only had 20 stitches, maybe that's the proper terminology to use. But yeah, so that's what it looks like. Yeah, that's how you cast on to begin your knitting process.